What is up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Simone Raider back with another video, and today I just wanted to give you guys my top prospects that are still available for day 3 that the Raiders can still look at. We got 2 early 4th round picks, which I think is a huge deal for us, and we got a 5th round pick and a 7th round pick to end off day 3. I know we can still move around in the draft and maybe acquire more picks, but yeah, I don't want to waste any time. I just got off of work not too long ago, but I wanted to come out with a video for you guys, the nation, and everybody out there that's watching, because you guys know that I love to put out content for the Raider Nation, especially during draft season. So yeah, Raider Nation, I just want to talk about the prospects that are still available, and yeah, let's get started with it. I'm gonna start off with some of my DBs. I know we picked up Trayvon Mullins in the 2nd round, but I feel like we can still address our DBs because I feel like the more the merrier. Even though we have all the talent on our team already, you never know what's going to happen throughout the season. So I mean, we could still pick up a lot of DBs in this class, whether it's a cornerback or a safety, to add to the secondary, because if you guys know, the Raiders do not have the best secondary in the league. So I mean, I add more players to this team, it could really help out the Raiders, and honestly I wouldn't mind getting any of these players if we were to pick them up in the 4th, 5th, or 7th round. So I'm gonna start off with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, straight out of Florida. This guy is a baller, and man, I love the way he plays. He could play man-to-man or in the zone, and he just makes big plays, and this dude is pretty bulked up as well. So Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, straight out of Florida, falling down to day 3 is a steal for us if we were to pick him up at 106 or 109. I'm surprised that he's still here, but great value for the position that we're picking in. Another DB that I would like to look at is Julian Love out of Notre Dame. This guy is another cornerback that makes plays and can play man-to-man as well, and can add to the secondary that we already have, whether he could be a rotational cornerback or even be a starter. And this next cornerback that I actually mocked us to pick him up in the 2nd round, but the fact that he's still here in the 4th, 5th, or 7th round, he's still here in the 4th round, honestly, is a steal. So I think Amani Oruwariye out of Penn State is one guy that I'm really high on, and I really love the way this guy plays, and he's a tall cornerback, and you add him with Trayvon Mullins and Garyon Conley, even with Daryl Worley and even LaMarcus Joyner in the nickel, would be perfect. It would be a perfect secondary on this team, especially adding to the other picks that we picked up in the 1st round. So Amani Oruwariye would be a perfect pickup over here in the 4th round, honestly, or even the 5th round if he falls down that far. So I'm gonna move on to the linebackers right now. Obviously the main one that stands out is Mack Wilson, linebacker out of Alabama. Now this was a huge surprise that this guy fell all the way down to day 3, and he's easily gonna get picked up in the 4th round, trust me. We got the 106 and the 109th. We have to pick up this guy at one of those spots. He's a speedy linebacker that can make a lot of plays, and I had us mocking to get him in the 2nd round, but the fact that he's still here in the 4th round, I think we swoop him up, and that would be a steal for the Raiders. Another linebacker that I'm really high on that I would love the Raiders to pick up if we didn't get a Mack Wilson would be Blake Cashman out of Minnesota. Now this guy is a really good linebacker with a high motor and can make a lot of plays as well, and he's the next best linebacker I had the Raiders getting if we wanted a linebacker. Now moving on to wide receivers, because I feel like the Raiders should still go out and sign a wide receiver or select a wide receiver, and the big one that stands out as well is Hakeem Butler out of Iowa State. Now he was projected at late 1st, early 2nd, and at the latest a 3rd round. This dude falls all the way to day 3 and is the biggest name on the board here in day 3. So I think we have to, if we like him, we have to pick him up with the 106 or the 109th pick. Another wide receiver that I do like is another guy that I mocked to the Raiders in my last mock draft, is Emmanuel Hall out of Missouri. I think we could get him in the 5th round if he's still available, and I really think he's going to be available in the 5th round. But if we really wanted him, or if we really wanted a receiver, I think I could see us trading back in the 4th round and maybe picking him up, and he'd be a perfect addition for this team. Now the only defensive end that I would love to pick up in this 4th round that I'm really high on is Charles Omenihu out of Texas. Now I'm a really big Texas Longhorn fan, so this dude, the fact that he's still here, is another great player at this position. So he would be a perfect opposite to Cleveland Farrell on the defensive line. You know, Charles Armenta, he was a big athletic, he's a big strong defensive end, and I feel like he can be a rotational piece for the Raiders, or he can be a starter. He can easily be a day one starter. So I mean, that's the only defensive end that I see us getting. Moving on to guard, I just got two names that I feel like would be some great players for the Raiders, especially because, you know, the Raiders do need a left guard to just solidify the offensive line. I know we do have Denzel Good, and then we have Brandon Parker from last year's draft that can still be a starting guard. I know our offensive line is just this close to becoming perfect, and these two players are guys that I wouldn't mind having on this team to add to the competition and maybe can be starting guards for this squad. So the first one is Drew Samia, and then you got Michael Jordan, not the basketball player, but Michael Jordan from Ohio State. Those are two solid guards that we can look at in day 3. Any one of these players that I name, hopefully we can look, you know, we could go out there and pick one of them up and either the 4th round, 5th round, or 7th round. So yeah, Raider Nation, that's all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on the players that are still available that the Raiders can actually go and pick up. If I missed a player that you guys know and I didn't state in this video, then drop it down in the comments below and let your boy know. And if this is the first time you guys are watching this video and you guys enjoy my content, then hit that subscribe button and hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this one. So yeah, with that said, man, enjoy the rest of the day. I can't wait for day 3. I might be streaming, but who knows. But day 3 is coming soon. So yeah, Raider Nation, let's get ready for this next draft. So yeah, Raider Nation, let's get ready for these next rounds. This is your boy Simone Raider, and your boy is, yeah.